This is Marcy from Regal Tutors. I am in La Jolla, which is a suburb of San Diego, and La Jolla means the jewel. We'll be going on a tour today, a walking tour done by the Voice Map app. It costs like $5, so we'll see how it goes. First stop is the Green Dragon Colony, which was around 1900. They built a few cottages here for artists to live in, and apparently there's an old fireplace in Eddie V's from the original cottages, but it's closed right now, so I can't go see it. I'm here in front of the Legends Gallery, which features Dr. Seuss artwork, because apparently Dr. Seuss lived here from 1948 until 1991 when he died, and he, in addition to writing children's books, did some artwork.
Here's the Valencia Hotel, built in 1926. Famous actors like Gregory Peck have stayed here, but what I like most of all is the fact that their golf cart matches the color of the building.
Behind me is a museum that used to be a public library, and on the other side of the street is the arcade building that was once a train depot for the electric railway that of course went out of business when cars got popular. As you can see behind me is the street Eads. Before that was Fay, and before that was Gerard, so we're going in reverse alphabetical order. These streets were redone around 1900 and named after famous people of the 1800s. Behind me is St. James by the Sea. It was started in 1928 and they finished building it in 1930, and that tower was dedicated by the Scripps family, who was a very prominent family in this area. Behind me is the La Jolla Recreation Center, and just like the church and many buildings in this area, it was funded by the Scripps family and it was built by the Gills. Behind me over there is the Wedding Bowl, which apparently is the most popular place to get married in San Diego, even though you cannot have a reception there and there are no restrooms. Behind me is the Museum of Contemporary Arts, where Mrs. Scripps lived until she passed away in 1932, and has a big pile of boats on the top. So I guess that's what kind of artwork is inside. Behind me is Casa de Mañana. It was a luxury hotel where famous people like J. Edgar Hoover stayed. And then after World War II, they let veterans stay here while they recovered. And then now it is an assisted living facility. You can see over there a tranquil area, which has a seawall that Mrs. Scripps built so children have a safe place to swim. Now there are many seals that live there, so people are trying to get it to become a sea life sanctuary, but a lot of people don't want that to happen, so I guess it's a big fight in the town. Behind me is this 18-story building that they built before they had a very good process to approve building permits, and it blocks a lot of people's ocean views, and it also just doesn't really fit with the neighborhood. So since then, they've redone how you get permits for buildings, but kind of missed it on this one. Here I am in Scripps Park. You can see there's a tree that kind of looks like a Lorax tree. There was a tree that they think actually inspired Dr. Seuss to make the Lorax tree, but unfortunately it died a few years ago. But it was here in this park. Behind me is Cove Beach, which is a great place to go snorkeling. Behind me is the Brockton Villa restaurant. The building dates back to 1894. At one point, two sisters from Brockton, Massachusetts bought the building, and so that's why it's named Brockton. And they have abalone shells inlaid in the cement. The last stop on our tour is the Cave Store, where you can access tunnels once used by pirates and bootleggers, supposedly.
That's it for the tour of La Jolla. Remember to like, follow, and subscribe.